It's not really important. No sense
Oh,
in
that's right.
So just everybody just take their move. Everybody move, and then we'll flip over at the same time.
Okay.
Hold on.
And you can move too if you want, Rachel. If you don't want to be in the corner.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay there. I think.
So basically, Charles, what we're looking for, you can move like I said. If I were you, I would move all your scouts one hex away. I don't know if I would do the other ones. You can, but if you run across there's a danger one, and you will lose your ship if you go in it. But it's only one out of all those, so you can take a chance.
I don't think there's any danger in your home system. I think that's in deep space only.
There's a black. There's something you got to roll on.
There's one black hole.
Yeah, there's one black hole, and you have to roll on it. So basically what we're doing, Charles, is we're going to be finding things out here. There's going to be asteroids, which hurt your attack. So if you it hurts your attack technologies when you attack inside asteroids. There are nebulas, which hurt your defense when you attack in those. There are going to be planets, and when you find planets, you're going to want to send your colony ships, one colony ship per planet, and colonize them. When you do it, they're going to turn into a colony that's going to be worth 5 production points. Your home planet, it's got that 20 on it. It's got 20 production points. So every planet you find out in the system, you can get it up to 5. Same with barren planets out in deep space. If you terraform and then colonize them, you can get more CPs, construction points. What else will you find in your system? Minerals. You will find minerals, and when you find minerals, you send your miner to go pick them up and bring them back to any of your colonies, and then you'll get those points for your construction points for the next turn. You'll see real quick here. Everybody did their move? Everybody could go ahead and flip their ships. You could flip over your marker. I'll do mine to show you what I'm doing. So Charles, you've got 2 minerals and a nebula. So now you can, on the next turn, you can send your miner. He will pick up one of those 5s, and then the next turn he'll move back to your home to give you 5 extra construction points. And so we move the turn marker to 2, and we do the same thing for turn 2. So as you can see, I'm going to move my miner out here, Charles, and pick up that 5.
How do you track picking it up?
You don't. You just go over it, and then you'll put a box around it when you move it back next turn.
Alright, so are we revealing stuff?
Yeah. I'm done moving. Are you done, Charles?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So everybody can reveal your space markers.
I'm revealing my ships.
Not your ships. Your where you just investigated. Where you sent your. Did you send your? You didn't send your. Okay, wait, Charles. You didn't move. You want to your second move. You want to move those scouts
Oh, I see
further out.
what you're saying. I put the
Oh
miner
hell,
out there.
I'm still on turn 1. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I just did turn 2.
So we talked about colony ships automatically go on planets when they're discovered.
They do, but they don't turn into
Right.
colony until the end.
Right. Okay.
So let's take a look at what you got going here, Charles. Um, There you go. Yep, you want to move them to investigate. You haven't turned any new planets up yet.
So go ahead and flip those.
Yep.
Can my miner automatically collect the mineral if he's already
Yes.
there?
It-
Yes.
Yes.
It has to, actually.
Okay. So what do I do with it? Is there a place that I put it?
No, just put it like on top of your miner because you're gonna have to move it back to a.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So, Charles, you have 2 planets that you just popped up. Now, if you send your colony ships over there, then they will turn those into money producing for you. So you have 3 colony ships, so it's not a bad idea to get your stuff. So on the next turn, you're going to want to send those guys out.
Okay. So on the next turn, I'm going to move my scouts out to explore new territory. I'm going to
Right.
send my miner back to report back its minerals, and then
Yep.
I'm going to move my colony ship out to the planets.
Exactly.
Okay.
Alright, are we on turn 3?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. I have to flip my stuff.
Okay.
What you got going up here, Jordan?
Found a bunch of minerals
Yeah.
and a planet. Right next to my home planet. Sweet.
Yeah, I got 2 right next to mine. And Rachel is
Rolling
Yeah.
in planets.
I have a lot of planets.
planets already.
Yeah. So then I drop off my mineral and just leave it sit there until we do the economic phase?
Exactly.
Okay. Alright, so I can do turn 3 now?
Okay, here we go. Turn 3.
And colony ships move 1 space.
Always.
Miners, colony ships only move 1 space.
Yeah, actually it's everything that doesn't have a combat rating.
Yes.
Go ahead and flip.
Yep, everybody done moving?
Yeah.
Flip
Hey,
away.
another planet.
Another planet.
So how do I drop off my mineral at the home
Just
base?
just looking over at mine, I just put it by my home planet.
Okay.
Planets much?
Me? Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a lot.
That's good though, because you have all 3 of your colony ships colonizing on the first economic phase.
And we're gonna
Yeah.
and we're gonna play with the alternate victory conditions, Rachel. They're a little different. I'm gonna read them to you.
Okay.
Let me pull them up real quick.
Is this thing with the victory points?
Yes.
Is this this is an official variant, right?
It says official. This is from the game designer.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Actually, I really like them. I think it'll play probably a lot quicker. Okay, here we go. This is how. Okay, of course, if you kill somebody, then if you kill one person's home planet, you win. Everybody else loses.
Okay.
If Rachel comes over and kills me, Charles, if you don't come over and help me, you lose too. Here's the multiplayer. This victory condition is meant for multiplayer games. Okay, a player still wins by the homeworld thing, or a player wins by scoring 3 colony points. A player gets a colony point by destroying, not damaging another player's colony. This includes new colonies, but not colony ships. Once gained, the colony point cannot be lost. So if you destroy someone else's colony, you get a colony point. You do it 3 times, you win the game.
So having colonies close to your home planet is better because you can build defenses, or you can build your defenses, and there's shorter travel times to the colonies.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you can build shipyards in your colonies once they start, getting bigger. And then you can just build stuff straight at your shipyards out in your rim. So you can kind of hope for planets that are out on the edge so that you can build shipyards there, and then they can build ships, go right into the fight.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
by having a 5 CP colony in deep space section of the map, at the end of an economic growth phase. So if you can colonize a deep space colony and get it all the way to its strongest point. When we first do our colony ships, Charles, they're going to start for one turn. They're going to be a 1 strength. Then they're going to become a 3 strength on the next turn. On the third turn, they're going to become a 5 strength. So it takes 3 turns to get them up to full strength. In deep space, if you can get to 5 and have it at the end, in other words, someone's going to try to attack you, probably knock you down to a 2 or a 3 or something, maybe a 3 or a 1. But that's worth a victory point, a colony point, they call them. Unlike the point for destroying colonies, this point is not permanent. So you only get it as long as you're at a 5. If you fall below a 5, you lose the colony point.
But it can count towards your 3.
Yeah, so
for
if
the
you
win.
roll 2
Okay.
fine and have 1 5 in deep space, you win.
Right. Okay.
Player wins the instant he scores the 3rd colony point, and the game ends immediately, even if it's the middle of a turn.
What if you get it simultaneously?
No, there is no simultaneously because we'll be bidding for turn order.
But even, I mean, like during the economic phase, do they don't happen simultaneously? When they flip over?
Oh, I don't know. Hang on. In the event of a tie after the purchase of the economic phase, the player adds up their CP value of all combat-capable ships they have on the board, and the winner is the who has the most CPs, the largest fleet.
Okay. If 2 people get it at the same time.
Yep.
Okay.
Playing with a random map. Okay, we're not doing random maps, so that's how you win.
Okay.
Okay.
A little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I did too. It makes you have to fight over your colonies now.
Mm-hmm.
And what's kind of cool about it is if you want to play a little bit longer game, you could make it 4 points, or whatever.
You could.
All right. So we're in economic phase 1 now.
Okay. So what we do now, Charles, is we collect the first thing. You want to open up that window where you're going to put all your points. And the first thing that you're going to come across is how many colony points you have. We all have 20 to start with. And then we're going to collect our minerals. So I'm just going to right-click on my mineral and delete it. The one I brought back, it's gone. And I'm going to take those 5 points. I'm going to write down the 5 points. Now the next one is MS pipelines. Charles, a pipeline, I'm going to show you how this works.
It's a combat commander road.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to pull out 3 of these guys just to show you, Charles. Okay, go zoom in on my home planet.
I see it.
Alright. What these are, it's just what he said, they are highways in the sky. First of all, they have to be on the active side. So, you see them, if I flip it, let's see here, mark moved. Okay. If I'm moving him, he has to stand still, not move for a turn. Then he can be put on his active side. If I have 3 of these things, see the 3 I have, I've got in this planet. If this planet was colonized, there was a colony there, I would get 1 extra point for pipelines per colony. So I have all of my planets all pipelined up, going back to my home world. I get 1 extra point per planet. Plus, my ships can move along these pipelines. You get to add 1 to your movement. So if you normally move 1, you can move 2. If you move 2 during a turn, you would move 3.
But you have to start and end
Yes.
on the pipeline.
Yes. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so that we would collect for pipelines right now, but we don't have any pipelines on the board, so that's a big fat 0. So you want to total that up. We should all have 25 points, probably.
Can we go through the sheet one more time?
Yep.
So
Start the top. I'm going to open up yours. Make sure it's the same as this.
okay.
I'm not sure that it is.
Yeah. Actually, the production sheet in the module is pretty cool. It's like a spreadsheet.
It is. So it starts off with carryover from the last turn. Remain. That was from your previous turn that you didn't spend. Well, it's 0 for this turn because it's the beginning of the game. The next one is your colony. How many points you're getting from your colonies? We only have one colony. It's our home colony. It's worth 20 points, right? Minerals. How many minerals did you bring back? I brought 5 back. You probably brought 5 back too, Charles. You can write a 5 right there.
Yep.
MS pipelines would be the next one. MS is for the pipelines. It's 0 for all of us because we don't have any pipelines out yet. And then you have a total. So you total up those numbers. Probably all of us are 25.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now the next one's maintenance. You have to spend 1 per hull you have on the board. So we all have 3 hull points. We have 3 crew scouts, and each one of them is 1 hull point. So you want to write a 3 in there.
Okay.
Because you're going to subtract that from the 25, or whatever you have. Turn order bid. This is where you spend CPs to go first. Whoever spends the highest gets to go first, and it's clockwise from there. We should all put 0 in there because there's hardly any reason to go first. We're close enough to each other.
Yeah.
So your subtotal should be 22.
Okay.
Now you take that 22 points and you spend it on what you want to build. Technology or ships. And that's on that sheet that I went over with you, the research and ship cost.
Holy crap. This game can get pretty heavy into the chits real quick, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you play it physically, it's even worse because you have every fleet, and then every fleet also has like a number token to see how many ships are actually in the fleet.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
I want to play it. I want to play one of these at State Glass.
Yeah. Now, we figured out that because some of this stuff like colony ships and decoys and miners and all that, it says like under maintenance cost on the chart, it says 0.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, everything
No.
still counts as a hull point when you're building it in shipyards.
Yes, when you're building it, but not for maintenance.
Sure. But so like if I want to build a colony ship, it costs me no maintenance, but I still only have 4 hull points available for my 4 shipyards.
Yes.
So that means what? You can only buy 4 different ships at a time?
You could buy. As us right now, we can only buy 4 hull points worth of ships. So you could build 2 scouts, 2 colony ships.
Okay.
Build a miner and 3 colony ships.
Okay.
I guess it does matter how many planets you have out there right now, huh? 1, 2. Okay, got planets. So right now, Charles, is when you're going to want to decide on what you want to spend. And the cost for your ships are on that chart.
Okay.
Or your technologies.
And I don't upgrade ships currently, correct?
No, the way that the ships upgrade, when you have a technology, let's say right now you were going to build attack one. Every ship that can do an attack, from now on, you automatically give them that +1, that attack one. Ships that you build now that are like at 0, and you do the technology later on, then you have to take those ships back to a shipyard, and you have to pay to upgrade them. And we'll go over that one a little later when it happens. Hey Tasha, could you have my glasses, please?
Should I be taking my units out of the red units window or the parts window?
Out of the red, out of the
crane, red units window.
Okay.
The red units window.
I took all my deployed units out of the markers windows. Is that bad?
All of your what?
When I deployed all my units, I pulled them out of the parts window.
Deployed. I don't know what you mean.
The beginning of the game.
Yes, you're supposed to take them out of your blue units window.
Okay.
Because you have a finite number of counters that you can use. It's not infinite.
Okay.
So in other words, you have 4 of each. Because if you mouse over it, well, yeah, you have 5 scouts, 4 destroyers, 4 battle ships, 4 shipyards, 4 CAs, 2 dreadnoughts. So you're limited on how many you can have.
Okay. So I will remove.
Got little space sounds going on out there. Okay, so at this point, if any of your colony ships have reached any of your planets, that's when you're going to turn them into
colonies.
Yeah, the colonies. Now, they should have colonize. There you go. You right-click on your colony ship and go colonize. And it'll turn it into a 1. So if you look over, Charles, right above my home world, see that little gray planet? It's a level 1 colony.
Right.
So next turn, it's going to produce 1 point of construction for me.
Okay.
And I bet you there's 3 of them up on top. Oh, yep. Rachel jumps out quick. You got 3 also? How'd you get that far away in 1 turn? Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. I was thinking you were in the corner still.
Make sure your colony ship is actually on a planet before you flip it over. I accidentally flipped a colony. I colonized a mineral.
Way to go. You're trying to cheat.
Already.
Gotta cheat to win.
Okay,
so is everybody done with their...
Yeah.
Yep. We haven't started turn 1 yet, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Are you done with all of your building and colonizing everything, Charles?
I'm not on a planet yet, so I can't. I've got...
Okay.
Now, can you colonize barren planets, or what's the deal with them?
No. You must use terraform. You have to do the terraform. Once you have the terraform technology,
right,
then all of your colony ships automatically upgrade. You don't have to go back to port. You just automatically upgrade, and then you can do a barren planet. And that's the only way you can do the deep space planets, because they are all barren.
Okay.
But when we find one of those, a bunch of alien counters are going to pop up on those.
Okay. Does
And
colonization only happen at the end of the turn, or does it happen when you move on the planet?
If you move a colony ship into a planet that it can colonize, that basically the colony ship like starts landing and unloading and stuff, and then at the end of the next economic phase is when it'll flip over and become a real colony.
Okay.
So like you can see up on my area, I've got, it says like Colony 1. Those were colony ships, and I just flipped them over, and now they're colonies on planets.
Okay.
And just so you know, everyone has in their home system 8 regular planets and 1 barren planet.
Now the expansion is going to be cool because I think they're gonna. I think everybody's homeworld might be a little different now. They're going to have specific strengths for each race. It's going to be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. A few things in the reprint. I think it mainly had to do with like thickness of the counters.
Yeah, that's true. I would, because the counters are going to be thicker, nicer.
I think it's getting reprinted like pretty soon too. I think they already have a date set for it.
And I think the P500 is like $65 though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So we're on to turn 1. Did everybody bid 0 for turn?
I did.
Yeah.
So what's the point in bidding to go first? It seems like we're all going at the same time.
When we get close to each other, it could matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if I get to move first, because you do move, combat, explore. So if I move into one of your colonies, you don't get a chance to react until your turn, and I get to attack your colony and stuff before you can shoot my ships.
Okay. And it also seems like in order to keep the movement tracked better, is it better to move your outside ships first?
Well, everybody has their own way of doing things. It's whatever works for you. There's different ways. I mean, you can position ships certain places in the hex, and you know they moved. There's just, whatever works for you.
Okay.
The good thing about this
would be really hard in a big
movement
game.
trails. There's movement trails in the Vassal module.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Like I was telling you the other day, some games are just better on Vassal.
yeah.
And this looks like one of them.
I don't know. This is a cool setup in front of you. Got
Okay.
a mounted board. It just looks neat. Okay, so let's go ahead and move.
So for the pipelines, you can move them only one, right?
Yes, only one. Unless they're going along a pipeline, then you get that extra one.
Okay.
There'd have to be an existing pipeline there,
Right.
because if you move a pipeline, you no longer get that movement bonus for the remainder of that turn. If you flip them over, they have.
So if I move a pipeline and then it stays there, I would get the bonus on the next turn, or is it I have to wait 2 turns?
You'd get it on the next turn.
Yeah, because it'll flip.
And by the way, you have to have a pipeline in your home world in order for it to be considered
yeah.
connected.
All right, I'll put that back. Thank you.
Now, is putting a pipeline out there as simply placing it in between the planets and the home planet, or do you have to have a transport?
It doesn't go. It doesn't go on the hex side. It goes like in each hex. So like if you look up in the top left corner, I've got a pipeline in my home world and in one of my colonies that are adjacent. So those are now connected by pipeline, which will give me a +1 to the colony's production in the economic phase.
Okay.
That's the same thing that's going on mine over the right-hand side. Got a planet that's adjacent, so I've got a pipeline connecting those two.
Alright. Exploration.
Yep, go ahead and flip your counters, and if you come across a black hole, let us know.
And can we clear the markers now, or should we keep it?
Yeah, go ahead. Minerals, minerals, minerals. Lots and lots of minerals.
Does asteroids matter? Like,
Nope. Asteroids,
They only matter in combat.
they matter in combat. They
Okay.
negate your attack strength.
okay, but it doesn't like destroy my ship right now.
No,
right?
just a black hole has a chance to do it.
Okay.
I think the other thing is if you upgrade your movement technology and you can move more than 1 hex per turn, if you move into an asteroid or a nebula, you have to stop.
Yep, you always have to stop when you enter. So if you've got a lot of movement, you move into it, it slows you down, stops you.
Okay.
Alright, turn 2.
Yeah, turn 2. I'm done with moving for turn 2. And then your pipelines, if they didn't move this turn, then you flip them to the active side. Oh,
How do we do that?
right.
They're already active. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's at the bottom. Like when you moved them, you should have went to the bottom.
Oh, mark, move.
Yeah, it flips the little word on the.
I see. Okay.
No. I'm gonna go over. Don't let me forget to go over Charles's maintenance since he added 1 ship. I'll show him how it works on that chart.
Mhm.
That's really helpful to use those, so you don't have to count stuff on the board.
Oh, the maintenance add and subtract
Yeah,
boxes? Yeah.
you do that during combat. If you keep track of it, then it's pretty simple.
Mhm.
We've-
Yeah, later in the game.
Games have been using it. It works good. Everybody done with turn 2?
Yep.
Moving?
Yep.
Alright. Go ahead and explore.
Are you going into deep space, Mike? It looks like you're coming after me.
Heck no.
Deep space is scary.
I'm not going out there. Oh,
It's really scary.
it's really scary. Oh, look at this. Are you kidding me?
Those are good staging points against Charles.
Or I have to defend them.
Oh.
So, bitch.
The best defense is a good offense.
There you go. Like I told you earlier, these games, like when I used to play StarCraft and stuff all the time, I would never attack. I would just build up I want all the technologies, I want all that stuff, and I never attack. My StarCraft games would last forever.
Sound like Rachel.
Yeah.
I don't want tactics games. I just want to build shit.
Exactly. I like
Just
defense.
my own little space with
Yeah.
all my little ships.
I know. It's like you see the yellow line. It's like that's my area. Don't cross it.
Come over there. Get your ass out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your raggedy ass ship out of here.
Exactly.
Everybody flip for turn 2.
Yeah.
Turn 3.
If you don't flip your own color, can other colors flip it?
Yes.
Oh, really? Huh.
I mean, it's the only reason it has a color on the background is just to say that it belongs in the home area of that color. It works just like everything else, though.
Okay, somehow I have picked up the marker in the blank space there.
Um,
And carried it with me.
Somewhere.
where?
I don't know.
Well, it may have been the minerals that you harvested.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it was. That's what it was. Okay.
That would do it.
Yeah, after the first couple turns, it's kind of cool because you start like clearing out your home system of minerals and stuff, and then you just have your planets and stuff flying around.
And deep space. Just out there.
Yeah, I think I just have way too many scouts.
I think the alternate victory makes it a lot more tactical because, you know, you go out there and colonize a couple of deep space things. You know, you're on your way. I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty neat.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Can we flip?
Charles, finished?
Yes.
Flip away. No one's found a black hole yet. Oh, are you kidding me?
Did you find one?
You had to say it.
No, I've got another.
Oh, another planet.
Oh. Gosh. Oh, this is not good. Well, I know where I'm building some pipelines.
At least you don't have a warp point adjacent to your home planet.
Yeah, that's never good. Especially with that little back one behind you when you do a 3-player. And it
Yeah, that's when it happened.
Yeah, it pops up right behind you. Oh, brutal. You're
Yeah,
the one
Nate didn't like
you're
that.
the one that explored it and showed it.
Yeah.
That's even worse. Oh, I'm sick. Got sick a couple days ago. It's brutal.
Alright, are we ready for economics?
Okay, Charles, I want to go over something real quick with you with this economics before we start. Open up your window again,
Okay.
and if you'll look down at the bottom where it says maintenance plus, then maintenance minus.
Yep.
Last turn, so go back to turn 1, you built 1 scout for 1 hull point.
Okay.
So put a 1 in the plus maintenance.
Okay, done.
So now, when you look at your maintenance cost for this turn, you will add, because it's up here at the very top, you'll add that 1 to it. You were at 3, you'll add that 1 to make it 4 because you bought that extra ship. That's a good way to, so you don't have to count all the hulls on the map. If you take a good, if you do good accounting right there, you can just do your adding right there. At the minus is for when we start killing each other. So if you get some
Or black holes.
or black holes, or deep space. If you, when you lose stuff, you'll subtract it, and then just figure that helps you for the next turn. So, all right, here we go. Economic. Let's just figure out your stuff.
So if I've got 3 remaining and 1 maintenance, it's 2 carryover? 2 remaining to the turn 2?
No, just carry over your 3.
Okay.
And then when it comes down to maintenance, it's going to be 4 instead of 3. You're going to add the ship you built last turn.
See,
So
okay.
instead of maintenance being 3, it'll be 4 because you added 1 more hull size to your fleet. Don't forget if you got more minerals and any of your pipelines.
Yeah, how do the pipelines work?
Pipelines will give you 1 point per connected planet.
Okay, but so not for the home planet, just any other colonies.
Exactly.
Okay.
You won't get.
It's +1 if the colony is connected by a pipeline to your home planet.
Okay.
You must have a pipeline in your home planet to connect it.
Okay.
Got a serious mess on my hands here.
Yeah, the first time you play, it's kind of like, whoa, wait a minute.
Well, I forgot to move my miners, and I forgot to move my colony ships. I was so thinking about the scouting thing and how I kind of crossed my paths, because you can see there's 2 scouts up on the right. I've got all my territory explored, and now they've got a shift to go left and cross, territory that's already been explored, or go out into deep space. So.
There's a definite search pattern that you want to go out with.
Right.
There's a limit that you can only build. I mean, there's only 2 miners in the game, right?
Yes, there's only 2 miners in the game, and you're also limited, don't forget, by your shipyard. You can't build more ships than your shipyard can spit out.
Right.
And is there any benefit to going to deep space other than crossing territory to attack an enemy?
Yeah, the minerals, instead of 5s, there's some 10s out there.
Okay.
There's also space wrecks, and if you can bring the space wreck back, you roll on a chart and get a free technology. You can also find planets that you can colonize for colony points to win the game. Now, those are only the ones that are deep space. There's going to be 1 barren one in your home planet. That does not count for the victory points, and it's only deep space planets.
Is GMT doing this for the iPad?
I think they are. Oh, what to spend it on.
Oh, that's right.
So is everybody done buying?
It works just like the right click. It has, everything like a destroyer would have, and how many are there. Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done.
All right, so we can place our ships then.
Yeah, place your ships in your shipyard.
Oh. Pipelines don't count towards your hull points, right?
Yes.
They do?
Yep.
Like
Don't
1?
cheat.
What's that?
Yes. They count as 1 hull point.
Well,
pipelines.
Pipelines? No, they don't.
Yes. Yes, they do. That's why I asked that question at the beginning
Oh,
of the game.
I'm sorry. Yes, they do. To build them, yes, they do.
Yeah, not maintenance.
Not
but-
maintenance.
Is every ship one? What about colony ships?
Yeah.
Colony ships are 1. The only thing that's more than 1 is if the ship has a hull size bigger than 1. That's like on the counter. It
Where it
says like
times.
X1, X2, X3.
Okay. So all the ones that don't have anything, it's just 1.
Just one.
Oh man.
Did you build too many things?
Yep, I did.
Oops.
Guess I'll have lots of leftover.
Well, there's always technologies.
So armor
Yeah.
scouts are 1 maintenance point, right?
Scouts are 1 maintenance point. Anything that has the X in a number is 1 maintenance point, except shipyards. Shipyards have that X because it's how many are in there, but they don't cost any maintenance. And shipyards are not built at shipyards. They're built at colonies. Even one colony can build a shipyard. You're only allowed to build 1 shipyard per turn per planet. So you can't build 2 shipyards in the same turn at the same planet. Also,
But keep in mind, you only have 4 shipyard counters.
correct.
If I delete something, it'll go back into my units, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I did that already with a colony. The one I colonized on the mineral.
Yeah.
Now, you also have a thing in there, Charles, called a base. I think we only have 1 of them, 1 or 2.
2.
We have 2 bases. You may only have 1 base, period. So in other words, you can't build you can't build 6 steps per base. Each base can only have 1 step in it. They're really powerful. They're A's. They're like 8 A's or something. So they're pretty powerful. Do bases take maintenance? I think they do. That's a good.
No, zero maintenance.
It's 0, so there's no maintenance on bases. I think they have 3. I think it takes 3 hits to kill them.
Yeah, they're 3 hull size.
Yeah. And bases are they built at shipyards or?
No, they're built like shipyards, so they can
Yes.
be built over any planet.
Yeah.
You doing all right?
No. No. Oh.
I just
It
hope
was
you
a
don't
rough
give
night
my.
last night. I didn't sleep last night.
I just hope you don't give my computer your virus.
I know, huh?
Unprotected Skype.
That's
Yep.
the wave of the future. I just saw Contagium.
So, once all your ships are placed, all your colonies that are 3s go to 5, and then 1s go to 3s, and then ships go to 1s.
Okay, so now we do the colonies, right? Colonization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can non-combat ships go into asteroids and nebula by themselves?
Yes, they can.
They just can't explore by themselves.
They can explore.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Did you say can't or can?
They can.
Okay.
They cannot explore by themselves. So
So
you
they-
can't just move a colony ship into an unexplored
Okay.
area.
Right. That makes sense. scouts.
You can move it with a combat ship.
And the scout is not considered a combat ship, correct?
Yes,
It is.
Oh, okay.
It's if it has the letter that designates when it fires in combat, it's a
Okay.
combat ship.
But it is a low value combat ship.
This is just a very small one.
Okay, what are we doing now?
Everybody's colony's done.
Yep.
Turn 1. Movement. Oh, did anybody bid to go first?
No.
No.
Okay, I don't think we're really close enough. So we'll just all go simultaneous.
Okay. So now how does the pipeline work? I can move 2.
Yeah, you get 1 extra movement point.
Okay. For all
long-
ships?
All ships, not colony ships. I don't think. I don't know.
Charles,
Yeah?
1 second.
your colony ship in D5, I think, should be a 1.
No, it's a barren planet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, I see the B sticking out. I saw you hadn't moved it yet, and it was on a planet.
I didn't even see that planet to the right there. I forgot about it.
Are you checking on that, Jordan?
Yeah. Yeah, any ship gets +1 movement point
Right.
Anything.
on
Okay.
a pipeline, but it has to start on the pipeline and
Yes.
stay on the pipeline the whole
Right.
time.
And finish.
And-
Yep.
Does a pipeline get +1? Like another one that I'm
Yeah.
moving? Yeah.
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 And
Okay.
make sure you put it on its move side.
Okay.
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 Explore.
Still, nobody's hit one yet? Can't believe that.
Oh, I forgot to do 2 things.
Found one?
I
Oh,
went to
there it
deep
is.
space
Oh,
and found a black hole.
you went out to deep space?
Yeah.
Look at you. Okay. This is what happens with a black hole. Deep space is not pretty.
You roll 1 die for every step in your fleet, and on a 1 to 6, no effect. 7 through 10, you're destroyed.
1 die for every step in my fleet?
Yes.
Yeah, every step has to take a roll. Every ship has to roll. So if you only have one ship there, you only roll it 1 time.
Mm.
And what were the results again?
All right. So you're good.
And the black hole stays there.
Yeah.
So anytime a ship goes there, you gotta roll against it.
Now, you can put a pipeline in a black hole, and if the pipeline survives the black hole check, you can, if you move along your pipeline through the black hole space,
Yeah.
you can ignore the survival check.
All right, are we on to turn 2?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Turn 2 it is. Yeah, I need to play this on the big computer.
Yeah, I can't even see what anybody else is doing. I'm just kind of staying focused in my own little world here.
Yeah, me too.
I see everything.
Shut up.
You must have it hooked up to the TV.
Not quite.
His computer might as well be a TV, though. Hey, Jordan, what are those minerals that you have just, like, floating over on the side?
They're ones that have been deposited in my colonies this turn.
Oh. Oh, you can take them back to just a colony?
Yeah, any colony
That's already been...
that's already been colonized. Anything that says colony or home.
Okay.
And they're deposited immediately.
Yes.
Very well.
Otherwise, it would take forever to get your minerals.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's
Nope, any colony will do. Any colony in the storm. All right, are we good for movement?
Yeah, I'm good.
I am.
Charles, you done?
I'm ready.
All right.
Oh, black hole.
Explore. Find those black holes. There it is. God dang it.
Alright.
6. What is it? 8, 9, 10? 7?
7, 8, 9, 10 kills you.
Just made it.
Me too. I won't be going back there.
Oh, look at that close planet. Ew.
Okay, turn 3.
Turn 3. Alright, movement for turn 3.
Oh.
I have way too many scouts.
Send them into deep space. You won't have them for long.
Yeah, there you go.
They cost me mining points, or cost me maintenance points.
Send them out there. That's a good way to kill them. Just don't pop up the
Doomsday.
the Doomsday.
Is there one in this scenario?
There could be a Doomsday in this one.
But it can't enter your home system, which is nice.
Yeah, it won't enter your home system, but it'll wreak havoc out in deep space.
Can it enter Mike's?
That's a special rule.
House rule. I'm done.
Any exploring left?
Yeah.
I have everything explored.
Let's see what
Oh,
Let's see
there's
what
my black
Trump's
hole.
Scout finds.
So I roll for the
Yep.
for the black hole.
7, 8, or 9. See,
So
now
I just
your
delete it.
maintenance goes down by 1.
That's cheap.
Yep.
That's good because I'm just about done anyway.
On your chart.
So do I delete it out of the
Yeah.
game?
Yep.
You just delete it, it'll go back to your unit pool.
Oh, okay.
So by clearing out deep space and floating around out here, is it possible that you're opening avenues for people to come in and attack you?
Yes.
It's exactly what you're doing.
Yes.
Please explore deep space.
Yes.
That means you, Jordan, go south. Not this way.
Galactic South. Okay.
We are in the next economic phase.
Woohoo.
Alright.
So make sure that you do everything correct.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on.
Always have to do that.
Theme song.
Well, there's two different things you can do with your shipyard. You can build the one that you have up. Remember, you can only add one per turn. So if you want to get it all the way up, it's going to take turns to do it. You can also start building new ones out, on your perimeter.
So my shipyard right now should reflect the current number of ships I have on the board, right?
No, your shipyard that you have now is your max that you can hull sizes you can build.
Okay.
So
In that hex.
if you haven't upgraded, you can only build 4 hull sizes.
Ah.
And let's say you're building cruisers, that's only 2 cruisers is 4 hull sizes.
So if I'm going to build a shipyard at a colony right now, I can do that.
You could do that.
And it
It'll
starts
cost you for the shipyard cost, and you can only do 1 per turn. So if you're starting a new colony, then it'll cost you 6 turns to get it all the way up to as big as you can get it.
You don't want to buy ships any sooner than you need them, though, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Because it just binds your economic machine down where you'll be paying too much maintenance and won't have.
Yep. That's very true.
And I don't know. I don't know anything, but it seems like to me you'd want to build up your shipyards and your techs and continue to grow the colonies as fast as you can, and then start building the ships right before you were either going to need them to defend or attack.
I can't find shipyards in my units area here.
They are. They are. They're right next to where your home planet came off of. They're miners. Below the miners, all the way to the right. SYs.
SY2s? SY1s. And SY2 is a developed SY1, right?
Well, it's your second of your 4 counters. You have 4 shipyard counters. Each one of them can contain up to 6 shipyards.
It's easier to understand in the physical game because what you do is the number that's after the dash for the ship type, whether it's shipyard or any kind of regular ship. That's how you keep track of like the technology levels that are specific to that fleet. I don't know if you have the ship technology sheet, but it'll say like Scout number 1, Scout number 2, all the way to Scout number 5, and then it has columns for its technologies that fleet could have: attack, defense, tactics, move, whatever. And then you would circle the level that each of those technologies has that fleet has been upgraded to. So that's really, the number is just a way to distinguish between one fleet and the other for their technologies. Otherwise it's meaningless.
Okay, cool.
Shipyards aren't like ships either. If you purchase that technology, they upgrade automatically.
That's true.
Yep.
But for the ships, if you highlight the ship and hit enter, that's where you keep track. Like Jordan was saying, for your ship sheets, each individual counter can have different techs, correct?
Yes.
And so I buy those as part of my intern stuff here? If I want to buy more tech for a ship?
You want to buy what? Sorry.
If I wanted to buy more technology for a ship?
Well, you would have to research the technology in general, and then during your movement phase on a regular turn, if the ship starts where a shipyard is, it can spend its entire movement to upgrade instead of move.
Okay.
And then you just have to have money left over saved from your previous economic phase. And it costs you 1 point per hull size. So basically it costs you the hull size in dollars to upgrade one technology on that fleet. Or if you have multiple technologies you need to upgrade, you can spend double and get all of it at once.
Okay.
It's just crackling. When you were talking, I could feel it feedback.
Charles, did you forget to explore E1 and F6?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. You got a ship there. Oh, look how lucky you are.
He is.
I'm creating a path for Jordan to come get me.
Well, that's a good little defense for you there. And the Nebulas will stop him,
Oh, they
or
will?
anybody, and they negate all defense. So, all your defense technologies
Yeah.
will be nothing fighting inside Nebula. So if you go a bunch of attack and whoever's attacking you has got a bunch of defense and you're in a Nebula, you're loving it.
Or if it's the other way around, you're screwed.
Yeah. Or it's the other way around, you are screwed. So you kind of have to look at what's around you, kind of plan you want to do your technologies.
Well, I gotta say, so far it's an amazing game, but I could almost see it just getting overwhelming here in about 2 more turns.
The first time you play it's that way. After you play it a couple times,
Yeah.
you kind of see how it all works. It's not difficult at all.
Yeah, and you'll start to have like, you'll be like, okay, this time I'm gonna do this strategy. Like I'm gonna go dreadnoughts, or this time I'm gonna do like a carrier fleet, or one time I was playing with someone new that I was teaching, so I'm like, I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna get like raiders and see how the cloaking works. And you do all the whole. You can never do everything in one game. So
Yeah.
even though you want to.
Which is the kind of cool thing about it. Yeah, you want to do everything, you just can't do it. It's a neat game. Okay, are we done purchasing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, time to do your colonies.
Flip.
How many games have you guys played?
Quite a few.
This is my first.
I've probably done like 5 or 6.
I've done, I don't know, 5 or 6 solos and 4 or 5 face-to-face.
How about you, Rachel?
All right.
She's got her headphones off right now.
How many has she played?
Twice I think. You played once or twice? At least twice.
My colonies are finished. Everybody else?
Yep.
Yep.
Here we go into turns.
I bid 0.
I bid 0.
0.
It won't hurt. Hell, I don't have that much moving to do. Oh, wait a second. I didn't bring up my ships. I need 4. Oh, hang on just a second. I'm not going to attack you.
Okay.
At least not this turn.
Yeah, I think we have another round in us of
I think it's going to be...
safety.
I could see us going after the deep space stuff first.
Mm-hmm.
So, question about the pipelines. Do they have to be in the hex in between, or on the hex spine, or?
It just in the hex. 1 per hex.
And not including the colonized
Yes, they have to be in the colonized and in your home world.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I have something unexplored.
I think dinner's
Alright,
ready.
I'm done moving.
Me too.
I'm not.
Take a look at this mess Charles got going over here.
That's a lot of planets very far away from your homeworld.
Yeah. Bunch on the edge over there, though. Got a couple unexplored places down the bottom, Charles. And you got some more deep space you can go look around in. Black hole, nebula, nebula. Wow.
I'm feeling some threat from red here.
As soon as you didn't want to move into the corner there, and you moved closer to me, I was like, oh boy, here he comes.
That's the funny thing about this game. So it just starts to move in your direction. You start getting all paranoid.
And you only get 3 miners per.
There's only 2 miners in your
Okay. I went to go
in
buy
your
another
counter
one,
pool.
it wasn't there. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Any explorers? Go ahead. And turn 2.
And if I don't move my pipelines this turn, this is when I can go active, correct?
Correct.
Looks like they're already active. Yeah. It's funny, I've been running around mining all this stuff far away, and there's a mineral sitting right next to my home base I haven't even got yet.
Everybody moved for turn 2?
Yep.
Charles, are you
All
done? You done, Charles?
Yes, I'm done.
Explore.
Okay.
Somebody's going into deep space.
Yeah, I hit a black hole.
Boom.
Come on.
7 dies.
Minus
Yep.
7 for your maintenance.
Alright.
Less maintenance to pay later on.
Good old deep space.